Hello and welcome, kids, once again to your maths classes of grade 5th. If you remember, in our last video, I have told you about word problems related to your maths course book, chapter 2, that is 4 fundamental operations, exercise 2b. Some of the word problems based on multiplication and division. Multiplication and division facts we have solved. Like this Rishabh problem online test and Manan has an apple orchard. And other questions I have given you as homework. So today I am here. I would also like to solve few questions of the same exercise 2b so that you could better understand and you could also do a revision that how you have attempted the questions. For example, as you can see in the question 4 of exercise 2b, statement question, it is like this: Suman bought soft toys for donating in an orphanage. Orphanage is a place where destitute children live, those who don't have their parents. So Suman has bought some soft toys to donate over there, to give over there. She bought many toys and paid rupees 5,625 in all. And now she has purchased many toys. And the total cost of the toys was rupees 5,625 in all. In all means the total price of all the toys which she has purchased. Now, if the cost of one toy was rupees 125, cost of one toy was rupees 125. Then calculate the total number of soft toys bought by Suman. Here you have to understand that the total price money, the total amount spent by Suman for purchasing all the toys is given, total amount of money it is given, and the price of a single toy is given. Then now we have to calculate how many number of toys Suman has purchased. This question you can take it as it is also. Suppose your mama has given rupees 5,625. Rupees 5,625 to you people to purchase toys. And then when you go to the shop, then you find that the price of the cost of one toy, it was rupees 125. Now when your mama will ask you that how many toys you have purchased with the whole money, whole money means rupees 5,625. With that amount of money, how many toys you have purchased? And condition is that one toy, the cost of one toy is rupees 125. Then which mathematical property is going to be applied over here? Means you have to find out of rupees 125, 125, 125 each, how many toys you have purchased in all with this much amount of money. Then what will be our approach? This is question number 4. First we have to write the things which is given, the information which is given to us. So what it is given? And paid rupees 5,625. So total money is equal to rupees 5,625. It is given total money of all toys. It is equal to total money of all toys is equal to rupees 5,625. And cost of a single toy is equal to rupees 125. Now we have to find out total number of toys. Total number of toys. So if we will divide this total amount of money with the single toy money, then the total number of toys will be find out. Understand? Because we know that a single toy, one toy, it is of the cost rupees 125 and total money 5625 we have to spend. Now out of 5625, how many toys we can purchase of rupees 125 each? So here we have to divide the total amount of money with the single toy money. Total amount of money with the single toy cost, single toy money cost. If we will divide this total money with this cost of the single toy, then we will get the answer that what was the total number of toys Suman has purchased to donate in an orphanage. So we will write like that, rupees 5625 divided by 125. Then you have to show the process also. 5625. Now here it is the divisor. So divisor is of 3 digit and the dividend is of 4 digits. So if it is of 3 digit, we will take 3 digit, 562. Now we have to do the trial quotient as we have done over here in this example. You remember it was 213 and this digit was this this dividend was of 6 digit. So first, if the divisor is of 3 digit, first we will find out a number with the help of trial quotient near about this 3 digit, that is 670. So that we have to find out in the trial quotient. So can you guess what will be the trial quotient? If I take trial quotient 125 threes are, then 5 threes are 15. 1 get carried over, 3 twos are 6 plus 1 7, 3 ones are 3. No, we will have to check one more. 125 4. 5 4s are 20, 0, 2 get carried over, 4 2s are 8, 8 or 2 10, 0, 1 get carried over, 4 1s are 4 plus 1 5. Yes, now this 500 is near about 562. So we can take 4 as trial quotient. Okay, so we will write 4 over here. It is the trial quotient, and after multiplying 125 with 4, we have got 500. So that we will write over here. Then what was the next step? Yes, tell me. Yes, we have to subtract. 2 minus 0, 2. 6 minus 0 will give 6. 5 minus 5, 0. No need to write it. Okay. Now this number will come down over here. We will 625. Right over here. Now no need to go again up to 3 because this we have already done. Now the number is 625. And we know after trial quotient 4, we have got 500. So we will now we will make the trial quotient above 4. Okay. So if we will give the trial quotient 5, if we will multiply 125 with 5, let's see what is the result. 5 5s are 25. 5 written over here, 2 get carried over. 5 2s are 10 plus 2 12. 2 written over here, 1 get carried over. 5 1s are 5 plus 1 6. Oh, we have got this exact number. So 125 5s are 5 trial quotient written over here and 625 written over here, and then again subtract. Now if we will subtract 625 from 625, what will be the result? Nothing. We will get 0. So here the remainder is 0. Remainder can also come in the 0 form. Okay. So in that case, trial quotient, whatever is the trial quotient, that will be your answer. Okay, and one formula you remember which we have seen here, that how we check our division questions, that quotient into divisor plus remainder is equal to dividend. So here our quotient, trial quotient is 45, dividend is 500,625, and our divisor is 125, and remainder is 0. So you can check by putting in this formula also whether the division is perfect or not. Okay, so if we will multiply this divisor and quotient, that's what written over here, quotient and divisor, if we will multiply this quotient with divisor, and if we will add remainder, and if we will get this dividend 5625, then our division is okay. Okay, so in the question what it was asking, calculate the total number of soft toys bought by Simon. So as I have told you, at last we have to write the concluding statement also. So total number of toys bought by Suman is 45. As this is our, if you want to check, I'm just writing the process, checking will be done by you. Quotient, I'm writing in the short form, you will write complete quotient. Quotient into divisor plus remainder will give dividend. So here our quotient is 45, divisor is 125, plus remainder is 0, and we have to find this dividend. So this is your task, you will do this checking work. Okay, and you will have to follow the BODMAS rule, remember, because this is a simplification type of questions. Two operations, two mathematical operations you can see over here, one is multiply, one is plus. So you will move, you will operate, you will solve according to BODMAS rule, okay, or Damas rule. So if you will multiply 45 with 125, whatever is coming, if you will add 0 to that, you will get the dividend. And if the dividend get matched up with 5625, then your solution, your calculation is perfectly okay. So this was question 4, in which Suman was a girl who has got total 5625 rupees. With that, she has purchased some soft toys to donate into an orphanage, and the cost of a single toy is given to us, that is rupees 125. And the question was asking that how many total number of toys Suman has purchased. So when we have divided the complete amount of money, that was 5625, with the single toy cost, then whatever trial quotient came, that was our answer. So total number of toys bought by Suman is 45. Question number 5. This I am explaining you verbally, so listen carefully. A society has 172 flats in all. There is a society in which there are total number of 172 flats. An NGO is collecting money to help earthquake victims. Somewhere might be earthquake has came and there are some victims. Victims are the people who are the sufferers, who suffers any loss. Okay. So there is an NGO. NGO is non-governmental organization. They do such social help, social works they do. So they are collecting some amount of money from public, from this society which has 172 flats, to help these victims, to help these earthquake victims. If each flat owner pays rupees 175 towards the cause means what? What is the cause? Towards this activity which this NGO is doing, that is being indicated over here, towards the cause. Okay, towards the cause means to help that NGO, each flat owner of that society has given rupees 175. And how many flat owners are there? Flat owners means all the owners who are living in single flat. How many flats are there? Try to understand the question. Only the key point of a statement problem is that if you will understand the meaning of the statement, if you will be able to apply your mind and able to derive the meaning out of the statements, out of the question will be solved then and there only. Just the thing is that you have to think over the statement, you have to apply little of your brain, little of your mind, you have to develop a thought process that how to move, in which direction you have to move to solve the question. Okay, coming back to the question, total number of flats in the society is 172. NGO is collecting money from that society and each flat owner has given rupees 175. Okay, then find out the total amount of money collected from the society. Very simple and clear question. What will be the total amount of money which the NGO has collected from that society, which is having total number of flats 172 and each flat has given rupees 175 to help the NGO. So the question is crystal clear. This is question number 5. I'm just writing the steps. Calculation part I'm leaving up to you. Again, we will follow the same step. Whatever is given to us, that we will write. A society has 172 flats in all. So, total number of flats in the society is equal to 172. Okay, and each flat owner pays rupees 175. Each means here, each means single, one. So we can write one flat owner pays rupees 175. Then total amount of money. This question is similar to that question number 3, Manan. Do you remember? Manan has an apple orchard. It is apple orchard. One row in the orchard has 105 apple. One row was having 105 apple trees. And find out the total number of apple trees in Manan's orchard if there are 42 rows in all. Total number of rows were given. In a single row, the number of apple trees was given. Then the total number of trees can be calculated by multiplying 105 into 42. Because in single row there was 105 apple tree and total rows is 42. So if we will multiply 42 with 105 apple tree, then we will get the total number of apple tree. So similar thing is here also, na? Total number of flats in the society, it is 172. Okay, that is given. Ki total number of flats, total number of house in the society, it is 172. And one flat owner has given 175 rupees. So 172 flat owner must have given how much rupees? How much rupees they have given? Total? We have to find out now the total money collected. So if we will multiply this rupees 175 with this 172, we will get the total amount of money. One flat, and understand this thing, one unit, one flat owner has given, it has paid rupees 175. Okay, and total number of flats is 172. So to find out the total amount of money collected, if we will multiply the total number of flats with the single flat owner money given, then we will get the total amount of money collected by the NGO. So you will write it like this: 175, 172, and you will multiply. I know the calculation will be little longer, but no problem. You have to multiply with the same rule I have taught you. First we will take the units digit. We will multiply 175 with 2. Okay, we will complete that step. Then we will put 0 at the units place. Then we will move to the tens place. Then we will multiply 175 with the 7 digit. Then we will complete second step. Then before moving to this hundreds place, we will put 0 over unit place and tens place. Okay, and then we will multiply 175 with this 1. So 3 steps will be there, and at last we have to add up. Whatever will come after adding up these 3 addends, that will be our answer. That will be the total amount of money collected, which we will write at last like this. So the total amount of money collected from the society is this much. Okay, so like that you have to solve. One more question is of a little different type, which I want to discuss with you. 4 I have solved, 5 I have half solved, steps I have shown you, calculation part is for you. You will do that. Okay, kids? Now let's see question number 6. A number when multiplied by 17 gives ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, 40,885. Find the number. Okay, a number when multiplied by itna gives this much, 40,885. We have to find the number. So here we have to do some assumption. First we will write this formula, that is quotient. It will be solved with the help of this formula. Divisor plus remainder is equal to dividend. Now, a number when multiplied by 17 gives itna. So here beta we have to assume that 17 is the trial quotient. Okay, so 17 is the trial quotient. So in place of quotient we will write 17. Okay, divisor we don't know. And gives 40885. Dividend is 40885. Okay. So here a number when multiplied with 17. Okay, so 17 we have assumed as quotient, and let's suppose this is the divisor which we have to find out. Okay, so the number when it is not saying that after multiplying with 17 that number leaves remainder 0 or there is certain kind of thing, we get this as remainder. So remainder will be considered as 0 over here. Okay, so now we have to find out the divisor. What is that number? What is that number with which we have multiplied 17 and it has given as 40,885 as dividend? Okay, there is no talking of remainder in the question. There is no statement like that ki yes, after multiplying this number with 17 it has given this as, and this much was left, or this was the end product, or this much is remaining. No such kind of word is there in the statement of the question, so we will assume remainder as 0. Okay, now we have to find out this divisor. So kids, one thing which I am going to teach you here, this is the left hand side LHS, this is the right hand side of the simplification process, whatever we are doing. Okay, whatever is on this side of the is equal to, it is called right hand side, and whatever is in this side of the is equal to, it is called left hand side. In short, we call it LHS, we call it RHS, right hand side things and left hand side things. Now we have to find out this divisor. So this will be written over here only, and no need to write this 0, because when we have studied addition fact, whatever is being added to 0, if 0 is added to any number, the result is the number itself, so we can avoid it. Okay, is equal to, when something from the left hand side goes to the right hand side, and if it is in product, now 17 is in product, so it will come in division form. It will come in division form, which we will write like this. This upon also represent division. Okay, so if we will take this 17 which is in the multiplication operation with this divisor to this side of the is equal to RHS of the equal to, then we have to move it in division form. So when we will divide 40,885 with 17, then we will get our divisor, then we will get the number. Oh, sorry. Now it is 17 and it is 40,885. Here it is 2 digit, so we will consider 2 digit over here. Okay, so 17 ones are 17, 17 twos are 34. So trial quotient will 2. Now we have to subtract 10 minus 4. It is 0, so we will take 1 carry over from here, 4, so it will become 10. 10 minus 4, 6. 3 minus 3, nothing, 0. Then this will come over here, 68. Now again 17, I think 5s are 7 5s are 35. 3 get carried over, 5 1 5 3 8. No, it will become more. This 85 is more than 68, so we can't take 5 as trial quotient, so we have to go in 4. 7 4s are 28. 2 get carried over, 4 1 4 plus 2 6. Oh yes, we have got. If we will put 4 over here, then 68. 68 minus 68, 0. Then this 8 will come over here. Now can we divide 8 with 17? No, we cannot divide 8 directly with 17. So we have to note down this 5 also. But before noting down this 5, we have to write 0 over here. Okay. So in how much time? I think 17 5s are 85. 7 5s are 35. 3, 5 and 3, 85. Yes. So can you see remainder is coming 0. Okay. So when we have multiplied 2405 with 17, then we got 40,885. So the number which we were talking about, that was 2405. Okay. So similar type of questions are given in 7 and 8 also, which I would like that you should give a try. Now I think you all have purchased books, as books and notebooks are available on the school counter. So now books are with you. You can better read the things and the concepts and can solve the problems. So that's all for today's part of the video. See you soon with the next video. Thank you for the class.